Hi, my name is Annie, and welcome to the Walking Word, where we're going through the Holy Bible in a year as part of discipling. Mine is just to give commentary, yours is the discipline to actually read. We're in Deuteronomy chapter 19, and here we're discussing the cities of refuge and also false witnesses. Deuteronomy 19. When the Lord your God removes the nations whose land he is giving you, you shall take their place and are settled in their cities and houses. You shall set apart 3 cities in the land which the Lord your God is giving you to occupy. You shall thereby divide into 3 regions the land which the Lord your God will give you as a heritage. And so arrange the routes and that every homicide will be able to find refuge. You remember the homicides are the guys who you'd kill someone accidentally so that you're not killed in turn, because remember it was life for life. There are these refuge cities that you could go into, and if you're in a refuge city, then you're pardoned until the case is listened to by a judge. Okay. It is in this following case that a homicide may take refuge in such a place to save his life. When someone unwittingly kills his neighbor to whom he had previously borne no malice, like it wasn't bad, it was an accident. For example, if he goes with his neighbors to a forest to cut wood, and as he swings his axe to fell a tree, its head flies off and the handle hits his neighbor a mortal blow. He may take refuge in one of the cities to save his life. Should the distance be too great, the avenger of blood may, in the heat of his anger, pursue the homicide and overtake him and strike him dead, even though he does not merit death, since he had previously borne the slain man no malice. That is why I order you to set apart 3 cities. But if the Lord your God enlarges your territory, as he swore to your fathers, and gives you all the land he promised your fathers he would give you, in the event that you carefully observe all these commandments which I enjoin to you today, loving the Lord your God and walking in his ways, then add 3 cities to these 3. So you now, if God expands your territory, move from 3 cities to 6. Okay, thus in the land which the Lord your God is giving you as your heritage, innocent blood will not be shed, and you will not become guilty of bloodshed. Why was God doing this? To ensure that innocent blood is not shed. However, if someone lies in wait for his neighbor out of hatred for him, and raising up against him, strikes him mortally, and then refuges in these other cities, the elders of his own city shall send for him and have him taken from there, and shall have him handed over to the avenger of the blood. Do not look on him with pity, but purge from Israel the stain of shedding innocent blood, that you may prosper. So shedding innocent blood, you will never prosper. You shall not move your neighbor's landmarks erected by your forefathers in the heritage you receive in the land which the Lord your God is giving you to occupy. So, land demarcations, don't steal. Just don't steal land. Don't change what your forefathers had already counted as borderlines. One witness alone shall not take the stand against a man in regard to any crime or any offense of which he may be guilty. A judicial fact shall be established only on the testimony of 2 or 3 witnesses. If an unjust witness takes the stand against a man to accuse him of a defecation from the law, the 2 parties in the dispute shall appear before the Lord in the presence of the priests or judges in office at the time. And after a thorough investigation, the judges find that the witness is a false witness and has accused his kinsman falsely, you shall do him as he planned to do to the kinsman. So the trap you're trying to ensnare for this person, you yourself, you'll be done for it. You'll see that later in the book of Esther, when Haman is trying to get the Israelites killed and is trying to hang Mordecai, who was a Jewish leader at the time. He himself is hung by it. Thus shall you purge the evil from your midst. The rest, on hearing of it, shall fear and never again do a thing so evil among you. Do not look on such a man with pity. Life for life, eye for eye, tooth for tooth, hand for hand, and foot for foot. Let's continue and finish off chapter 20 with an, ex- an exposition of how to move during war.